What happens when a strong, respected Igbo man known as Odogwu falls for a woman who is terrified of depending on anyone? In the new film, Love in Every Word, Obiora man everyone calls Odogwu meets Chioma, a woman who sees love as beautiful, but also dangerous. What starts as a peaceful romance slowly becomes an emotional battlefield of trust, vulnerability, and maturity. Today, we're unpacking the real truth behind Obiora and Chioma's love story. So, who exactly is Obiora Odogwu? He isn't just confident. He moves with a quiet authority that commands respect without a single word. That's why people call him Odogwu, a strong, respected man. He's financially stable, emotionally calm, and incredibly intentional. But underneath all that strength is a man who loves with his whole heart. Obiora doesn't chase women with flashy promises. When he chooses Chioma, he chooses all of her. He supports her ambitions, celebrates her independence, and he listens far more than he speaks. But Obiora has one major weakness: he hides his own pain instead of sharing it. Now, let's talk about Chioma. She's intelligent, hardworking, and emotionally guarded. Her past taught her that promises can be broken, so she built a life she could control. She doesn't like needing anyone for anything. When Obiora enters her life, she's cautious. She admires his character, but she doesn't fully trust the idea of love itself. Yet, slowly but surely, Obiora's quiet consistency begins to break down her walls. For the first time in a long time, Chioma starts to feel safe. So how did these two fall in love? Their story didn't begin with fireworks or drama. It began with respect. Early on, Obiora shows up for Chioma during a huge career challenge, proving he's not just Odogwu in name, but also in his actions. He encourages her, protects her peace, and believes in her vision even when she doubts herself. Chioma starts to see that Obiora is different from the men she's known. He isn't loud or insecure, he is steady, and in a world of chaos, steady love is a rare and precious thing. Their relationship grows naturally, filled with genuine laughter, pride in their culture, and a deep emotional warmth. But as we all know, every great love story must face a test, and here comes the turning point. The conflict ignites when Chioma stumbles upon a detail from Obiora's past. She learns that he was once deeply involved with another woman, a relationship he never explained to her. For Chioma, who values honesty above all, this feels like a betrayal. For Obiora, it was simply a painful chapter he had closed and didn't want to reopen. Instead of confronting him directly, Chioma's fear takes over, and she begins to pull away emotionally. And this is the moment where everything starts to unravel. This is where the film explores a powerful theme: silence versus communication. Obiora notices the growing distance between them. But instead of demanding answers, he decides to give her space, believing that love should never be forced. Chioma, however, sees his silence differently. She interprets it as proof of his guilt. And just like that, two people who are deeply in love begin to misunderstand each other completely. The movie delivers a powerful message here. Love doesn't usually fail because of outside enemies. It often fails because of our own unspoken fears. The emotional confrontation scene is one of the most intense moments in the entire film. Chioma finally accuses Obiora of hiding things from her, her voice trembling with hurt and anger. And for the very first time, we see Obiora drop his Odogwu strength. He speaks with raw vulnerability. He explains that his past relationship ended in a way that left him feeling broken and ashamed. He didn't want Chioma to see that side of him, the side that felt weak. In that moment, a painful realization dawns on Chioma. Obiora wasn't hiding another woman from her. He was hiding his own hurt, but even with this truth out in the open, pride becomes a wall between them. They decide to separate, to take time apart. During this separation, the film beautifully shows their individual journeys. Chioma finally confronts her deep-seated fear of abandonment, realizing it has controlled her reactions. At the same time, Obiora learns a crucial lesson: loving someone quietly isn't always enough. True love requires the courage to speak your truth, even when it's painful. This part of the movie feels so realistic and mature because it shows that love isn't just about feelings. It's about active growth. So what is the real truth about Obiora and Chioma's love? It's simple: they both loved each other with everything they had. But Chioma was held back by her fear of being disappointed, and Obiora was paralyzed by his fear of appearing weak. Their fears almost destroyed something truly powerful. Obiora's strength as Odogwu was never about being dominant or controlling. It was always about his unwavering commitment, and Chioma finally understands that. His strength was in his loyalty, not his silence. The reunion scene is masterful in its simplicity. It's calm, quiet, and incredibly emotional. There's no shouting, no dramatic music, just two people being completely honest with each other. Chioma apologizes for assuming the worst instead of simply asking. Obiora admits he should have trusted her enough to share his pain with her from the beginning. And then, Obiora says the most unforgettable line of the entire movie, "I loved you in every word, I didn't say." That single line captures the heart of their story. Because real, lasting love isn't always loud and performative. Sometimes, it's quiet, consistent, and patient. The ending doesn't give us a perfect, fairytale relationship. Instead, it shows Obiora and Chioma choosing a mature partnership built on communication over pride. They learn that true strength is not found in silence, and real independence doesn't mean isolation. Most importantly, they learn that love must be expressed, not just assumed. Love in every word teaches us that real love survives and thrives when two people are brave enough to be vulnerable with each other. If you have ever pushed someone you love away because you were afraid, or if you've ever stayed silent when you knew you should have spoken up, then Obiora and Chioma's story will resonate with you on a deep level. Because sometimes, the love of your life is waiting for you on the other side of one single, honest conversation. And that is the undeniable truth about Odogwu and Chioma. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that move us.